What's up? What's up? What's up? Monday. No, I don't know what I was about to say Saturday, but Monday night hangout. Just hanging out, catching up on some things. The last couple of days, they've been talking about Obama and his interview, so we're gonna play that and react to that. Wait, let me get everything set up because I was about to skip it.
Monetize?
You ain't got to say that. So I can skip it because I am live and you saying that. So let me get this together. Yeah, chat. Trying to get everything ready to rock and roll. Old Barack Obama had some things he had to say. So we're going to react to that. Hope everybody having a good Monday night. I'm trying to figure out a way how I can zoom this camera up closer. But I guess I'll figure that out on another day. But it's all good. We got it how, got it basically how we want it. It's not really about focusing on me. It's focusing on what Obama said. That's what we're going to react to. Interesting interview. So we're going to react to that and just hang out. I might go over a few of my old videos. I think I'm going to try to check that out right now. I should just do that, but I want to know what's going on with the Obama interview since I didn't get a chance to look at it. So let me go to the channel so I can see what videos, because it is like 2-year anniversary. So I kind of want to go and look at some of the old videos from 2 years ago. That's what I'm doing now, chat, scrolling down, trying to see if I can look at some of the old videos from way, way back in the day. Not that long like that, but 2 years is kind of like I would say a long time these days. So I'm trying to go all the way down. I want to react to some of my older videos. That's what I'm thinking about doing. After we watch and react to Barack Obama, he had a lot to say. He had some things to say about that so-called racist video, but I didn't get to watch it this weekend, so some of y'all probably already done seen it, but I'm just trying to look at it right now. Let's see, let me go down. Let me go down. Which one I want to react to first? Now, that's like a year ago. Let me keep going, chat. Appreciate y'all for joining me. We got, I think, 5 likes already. Thank y'all for jumping in here and hitting the like button. We about to react to Barack Obama, and I'm thinking about playing some of my old videos just to reminisce a little bit on 2 years, how far the channel has came. We're about to hit 10K subscribers. Let me go. Let me see. Let me see which one I want to react to. 2 years. What's up, chat? What's up, chat? We're about to get started in a second. Nah, that's a year ago. Trying to figure out what videos I want to reminisce on. That's what I'm doing right now. While I'm doing that, let's go and get Obama out of the way. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm the host, the one only Stock Sniper. we about to react and watch this Obama interview. So if you haven't seen it, you can watch it with me. I haven't seen it, and I'm just watching it. We just kicking it, watching together, like we sitting in my living room watching, something that's very interesting. And we're going to see what Obama's going to say. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. Hit the like button as you coming in. Appreciate y'all. Let's go.
So, given this massive asymmetry, where it often leaves us feeling like it's a Lucy pulling the football away from Charlie Brown over and over and over again situation, what needs to be done? And do you think that our Democratic leadership and our Democratic elected officials understand that for the first time?
Well, look, I think we have to acknowledge that we've got the harder job, right? So we believe in government as a tool for good, as a potential force to create more jobs, and as a way to make sure that the planet doesn't roast, to make sure that as we move forward and the economy grows, that everybody and not just some are benefiting, and that kids are getting a good education. And what that means is that we have to think about the consequences of our actions. We have to try to figure out how do we get working majorities to actually pass laws and to implement those laws and to make things happen. Tearing stuff down doesn't require all that. So when you talk about Republicans, for example, it seems like they see what they want and they just go after it. Well, they've passed one significant piece of legislation since they've been, for all the hoopla. They haven't actually codified and institutionalized much of anything. They have poured a huge amount of money into ICE and their immigration agenda. And they've cut taxes for really wealthy people. And now they're trying to unravel a bunch of rules and norms and laws that are already in place. That's an easier job. So I say that because we should accept the responsibility and the challenge that our job's going to be a little bit harder. Because in order for us to get stuff done, like let's say the Affordable Care Act, well, we've got to cobble together a majority. And we've got to persuade, and we've got to convince. And so I do think that there's been some unwillingness on the part of Democrats in the past to break down some of the institutional barriers for us getting stuff done, just because, well, it's always been done that way. And I'll give you an example that frustrated the heck out of me when I was president, which was the filibuster in the Senate. The Senate is already structurally skewed and anti-majoritarian, right? It's hard for majorities to get stuff done, whether it's trying to pass civil rights legislation in the 60s or trying to get gun control legislation or what have you, because even though majority people support it, Delaware and Wyoming have the same number of senators as California, right? All right, so that would require a constitutional amendment. You then compound that with a filibuster, and the truth is that Democrats for some time have been traditionalists in wanting to preserve that, when it blocks us from making government effective, which in turn makes people feel like government is corrupt and not caring about them.
Which lends itself
to the kind of it gives folks like Trump an opening, right? So redistricting is another good example of where I strongly believe we should not be having politicians draw lines that determine who's voting for them. We should have voters decide who their politicians are. And I worked with Eric Holder to help set up the terrific work that the NDRC has been doing to try to make sure that we have fair maps. But the fact that Governor Newsom here in California and others said, well, if they're going to try to gerrymander their way out of losing this upcoming midterm, then we're going to respond. And we're going to respond in a lawful way where we put it up to a referendum and let people decide and not just give away the store because of traditions. That was the right response. So I do think that I don't want us to simply duplicate the behavior of the other side. I don't want us to have a slash and burn strategy where we don't care about rule of law. We don't care about some of the guardrails around our democracy. We start lying and having no regard for the truth the way the other side seems to be comfortable with right now. Because if that's how we fight, then we lose what we're fighting for. But that doesn't mean we have to get punked or be saps. And I do, or to cling to traditions just for the sake of tradition. I think what we have to continually evaluate is, in this moment in time, how do we make sure that we can advance our agenda in a way that reflects what's good for ordinary folks, not special interests, not simply the well-to-do, and how do we do that in a way that's consistent with integrity, honesty, democracy, the values that we claim to want to uphold? And I think it's possible to do that. But the reason I started with reminding ourselves, yes, we have a harder job, because sometimes I think we're tough on Democrats, saying, why aren't you being as mean and tough and nasty as they are? Well, it's when I was president of the United States, I suppose I could have simply unilaterally ordered the military to, go into some red state and harass and intimidate a governor there, or cut off funding for states that didn't vote for me. I could have exercised that prerogative, but that is contrary to how I think our democracy is supposed to work. And I think we shouldn't get discouraged by the fact that we have a tougher job. What we should do is expect that our side is smart enough to figure it out.
So you had mentioned persuasion, and I think that that's a really good point here, because as we eventually head toward a next general election cycle, we're going to be contending with a lot of the same infighting that's plagued Democrats before. You'll often have leftists and progressives butting up against liberals and moderates. And look, you are the ultimate pragmatist. And so what advice do you have as we head toward this election cycle, this eventual 2028 election cycle, so that we don't devolve into the same, 2016 era Bernie Hillary redux that feels like it always consumes the left?
Well, look, first of all, I think it's important to remember that the divisions in the Democratic Party tend to get magnified in the media. Relative to the divides that exist in most other countries, where you have a parliamentary system, you have multiple parties, and you got Green Party, and you got the center left party, and you've got a socialist party, and sometimes you got a communist party.
Yeah.
Our differences get exaggerated. Listen, Bernie Sanders believes, just like Nancy Pelosi believes, just like Chuck Schumer believes, just like Hakeem Jeffries believes, just like AOC believes, in equality and non-discrimination against people because of race or gender or sexual orientation. Well, all Democrats believe in that. That's a core value. Democrats believe that government should provide a strong safety net for people when they're down on their luck. Everybody I just mentioned believes in that. Everybody believes that there should be some regulation of the market so that You don't have monopolies and oligopolies that are simply dictating the terms of the economy, and that we should have a tax system that levels out some of the inequalities that result. So I think it's important for us to remind ourselves as a starting point, what do we have in common? Most of the time, the differences are tactical. Right? It has to do with, well, how much of a tax hike can people put up with? How much regulation should we be thinking about when it comes to climate change? And if we recognize that typically the arguments in the Democratic Party aren't about core values, but are really around tactics and how do you get stuff done, now we can have a robust debate. And I want a robust debate.
Yeah.
And what we can also do is not try to nationalize every issue all the time. This last off-year election, I think, was a great example. You've got a candidate like Spanberger in Virginia, who runs what would be considered a more centrist campaign and runs a terrific campaign. And then you've got Mondami in New York, who runs a explicitly socialist grassroots campaign and excites and mobilizes folks. And that can win in New York City. It probably could not win in Virginia. And that's okay. That's healthy.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think we get into arguments. A recent one, this idea that the quote unquote abundance agenda is somehow a sellout, and folks on the left getting exercised because this is part of this sort of corporate Democrats trying to take over the party. Well, no, not really. What I think it is entirely legitimate to say, for example, we need to build more affordable housing, which is going to require higher taxes on people like me and people who are well off in order to subsidize the construction of affordable housing, let's say in a place like California, and also be able to say, you know what, there are a bunch of well-intentioned rules and zoning laws and so forth that baby boomers like me and existing homeowners have used to block the construction of affordable housing, even in democratic cities. And so if we want to actually deliver housing rather than have some abstract argument, then we got to figure out not an either or of do we spend more money or do we reform some of these things that are preventing the construction of affordable housing. We have to do both. And I want us to have those arguments. And one last thing I think that's I've noticed in a lot of our internal arguments, a lot of which, by the way, are taking place online, and ordinary voters, this is all completely off their radar screen. Yeah. One of the things I think it's important for Democrats, for us also to recognize, progressives to recognize, folks on the left to recognize, it's possible for us to have a moral sense of what is right and true and what needs to be done, and also recognize that we are in a particular time and place here in America, and voters are not going to agree with us 100% on everything. And so it is not a sellout, it's not a betrayal to say that we're going to shape our agenda and our message in a way that allows us to build a working majority to get stuff done. And I think particularly around social issues, sometimes we get confused around this. You witness what happened in Minneapolis, and you say to yourself, morally speaking, that 5-year-old child who's standing in front of that SUV as his father's being dragged off, that child is equal to mine or any child. His immigration status, his nationality, does not change the love and decency that we should be showing that child. But what is also true is that we're a nation of laws, we have borders, and we've got to figure out an immigration policy that is orderly and that is fair and is enforced in a sensible way that is compatible with our values, but may not fully capture the that the average person, doesn't want to have to navigate around a tent city in the middle of downtown, and that we're not going to be able to build a working majority and support for the resources that we need to help folks like that, whether it's drug treatment or temporary housing or what have you. We're not going to be able to generate support for it if we simply say, you know what, it's not their fault, and so they should be able to do whatever they want, because that's a losing political strategy. That doesn't mean that we care less about those folks. It means if we really care about them, then we got to try to figure out how do we gain majority support and be practical in terms of what we can get through at this moment in time and build on those victories. That a lot of times is the arguments that are taking place, but they become sort of performative, and people start saying, oh, you're selling out, or conversely, I think sometimes folks at the center say, you're being impractical and dismissing legitimate critiques and concerns. And what we need to be able to do is to maintain both ideas at the same time, which is our long-term goals have to be driven by our values and our core beliefs and our ethics and our morals, in the sense that every person counts. And short-term, we got to win elections.
Right.
And anyway, the good news is, I think that the folks that we are fighting politically, the current White House, this administration, and their enablers, they're behaving so badly, they're doing such crazy stuff, that it shouldn't be hard for our side to coalesce around the areas where we agree on and focus on that. And I think that that is going to happen if we are effective in winning the midterms, if we then have a robust primary for who's going to be the next Democratic president. We shouldn't be afraid of having a robust debate. I want all comers to sort this out. I benefited from having about as grueling a primary as I could have. It made me a better candidate. It ultimately made me a better president, because I had been tested. My ideas had been tested. The story I was telling about America had been tested. And that's what we should be looking for, rather than expecting that somehow we're going to all come up with some consensus blueprint master plan that everybody's going to execute. Democrats aren't good at doing that anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think, one block of voters who I think there has been particular focus paid.
I must admit, Chad, this is a good interview so far. We got 84 people in the building. Y'all do me a favor, go vote. We're thinking about rebranding the name of the channel to the Freedom of Speech channel. Go vote. Let me know what y'all think. This is the second time we voted. Hopefully today we can get 200-300 votes. We got 50 so far. Appreciate everybody for your input. This is the Freedom of Speech channel, and the direction that we're going to go. I think that if the people want it to be changed, we're going to change it. But we're going to wait. Once we get the 10K subscribers, then we will change the name of the channel. Because this is the Freedom of Speech channel, and I'm your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. Hope you're having a great Monday night. Hope you're having a great President's Day as we react and watch this Obama interview that happened a few days ago. And of course, it was Valentine's Day and everything else was going like that. So this is actually my first time watching it. And guess what? It's good. Maybe it's your first time watching it too. And we can watch it, and you can put in the comments what you think, and I'm a react every now and then and put in what I think. I think the interview is just now getting going, and they're trying to see with the primaries is going to be very, very important, Chad. That's the big thing. The end of the year is primaries. Whoever wins the primaries has a good chance of winning in 2028. So the next 6-7 months is going to be very, very, very important, Chad. So let's continue to see what else he has to say.
Paid to right now is young voters, and you were able to mobilize a generation of young voters in a way that hadn't been done before. I got involved in politics because of you, and in fact a lot of millennials, folks my age, got involved in politics because of you. Like when I was a student, you could not find any other students on campus who were not supporting your campaign. Democrats and you had owned the cultural zeitgeist in a way that hadn't been done before, and frankly hasn't been done since. And we've seen a shift happen, obviously, from 2008, 2012 up to 2024.
Right.
And for the first time, we saw Democrats really lose their grip on culture in a way that hadn't happened before. And so what is your advice in terms of remobilizing a generation of Americans that we've had trouble mobilizing up to this point?
Well, look, part of it has to do with the fact that I was young.
Yeah.
And
Maybe don't nominate octogenarians?
Look, I'm 64 now. I'm pretty healthy, 64. Feel great.
Yeah.
But the truth is, half of the references that my daughters make about social media, TikTok, etc., I don't know who they're talking about.
Yeah.
There is a element of, at some point, you age out. You're not connected directly to the immediate struggles that folks are going through. And so I'm not making a hard and fast rule here, but I do think that Democrats do well when we have candidates who are plugged into the moment, to the zeitgeist, to the times, and the particular struggles that folks are thinking about as they look towards the future rather than look backward toward the past. And
see, right there, Chad, that's why Trump won the election, is because Trump team understood, with the help of Joe Rogan, with the help of his son, with the help of Charlie Kirk and all these other guys, they understood that they had to tap in with the younger people. And that's what Obama is talking about right now, that the Democrats dropped the ball when it came to connecting with the young people. And shout out to Donald Trump and his team, because they understood that they had to connect with the right people that is connected with the younger people. And I think, in my opinion, Chad, that's what got Donald Trump over the hump. So now the Democrats, they're basically playing catch up. The way he's explaining it, They're playing catch up. You know, now they just now figuring out that they need to tap in with the youngsters. That's what he's talking about right now.
So some of it is choosing candidates who check that box. I do think that there is an element of joy that Democrats lost sometimes. That our campaign was fun. We had some look. It wasn't always fun for me, but we built a community. We gave people a sense that if you are part of this, you're doing something meaningful. And it wasn't just talk. Young people ran our campaigns. We empowered them. We put them in charge. They were out there figuring stuff out. I'm not the person who was figuring out our media strategy. I was not the person who was out there, knocking on doors and talking to voters and creating events. It was 20 and 30-year-olds. And so what happened in our campaign and what you recently saw in Mondami's campaign in New York.
Yeah.
When there's that sense of joy and engagement and involvement, then people feel like, all right, this is not just some transactional grind. This is me becoming part of a community and joining with others. And I think young people respond to that. And then a corollary to that is I do think that culturally, and I've talked about this before, we did turn off. I think there was a certain way of talking about issues for Democrats where we sounded like scolds. And I've said this before. There was a virtue signaling that made it seem as if ordinary folks, if they did not say things in exactly the right way or meet this litmus test, that they were being chastised, pushed away. And the truth is, most of us, all of us, are complicated, and we have blind spots, and sometimes we say dumb stuff, and if you want to create an environment that is welcoming and makes people feel, okay, there's room for me here, then the message and the story we tell has to be, all right, none of us are perfect. All of us count. We all have good in us that we can tap into. We can all learn from each other. And I think that is something we need to recover. That's part of the fun of politics. That's part of the community and the social bonding that can come about. And we saw that in Minneapolis. I mean, somebody showed me a friend of mine, Michelle Norris, is from Minnesota, and she was up there, and she was going around talking to neighbors and people she'd known for a long time as they were mobilizing protests and activities around ICE. And she showed me a clip of this street band that was performing every night after all these activities had been taking place and protests, et cetera. And they were just out there and they were playing music, and I'm trying to figure out how they were playing, horns and drums, et cetera, in like 0-degree weather, because I would not have been able to put my lips on on a trumpet. And people were celebrating what they had accomplished. And it was an embodiment of the values that make us care about other people. And
Hey, what's up, Lucy? Appreciate you for joining. Thank you for coming in and rocking with the show.
That, I think, is a spirit that when Democrats tap into that spirit, then we win. The other side does the mean, angry,
Demagoguery.
Exclusive, us, them, divisive politics. That's their home court.
Yeah.
Our court is coming together. Our court is, look, a great example. Wasn't political.
Hey, what's up, chat? We got 183 people in the building. Appreciate y'all for joining. Appreciate y'all for joining at this time. I would like for all 150-something people, vote. Go vote. We're thinking about rebranding the channel to the Freedom of Speech channel, but we need to know what the people think. We got 124 votes already, and we love to hear your input. People that come rock with the channel, people that come over here and rock with us, people that, interested in the same things that we're interested in. We want to know, do you think we should change only Stock Sniper? And right now, we're playing catch up. What you mean by that, Stock Sniper? We are reacting to what Barack Obama said a couple of days ago with Valentine's Day and all this here and all that there. Today is a perfect day to react. It's President's Day. Today is a perfect day to react what Obama said a couple of days ago. So thank y'all for joining me. I'm your host. Let's keep rocking with the show. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And we're going to keep the show rocking. Also, make sure you go vote. We got 137 votes. 74% says yes. Yes, Stock Sniper, you should change the name of the channel because this is the Freedom of Speech channel. So 74% of the people agree. So let's keep on voting. If you come to the channel on a regular basis, because the analytics tell me that 35% of the people come back and rock with the channel. And guess what? We love and we appreciate y'all. And y'all have all the input on the direction and how we're going to rock with the channel. So we need you to go vote. If you come over here on a regular basis, we need you to go vote. If you plan on coming back, we need you to go vote. If you subscribe to the channel today, you still got input. We need you to go vote. Thanks in advance, chat, as we keep it rolling. I'm not going to stop it that much because a lot of people don't, that's what I notice about the people that rock with the channel. They like to hear the show. They don't want to hear me talking all the time. So let's just keep it rolling so we can catch and see what Obama is talking about. So far, the Democrats are finally realizing that they got to tap in with the tap in, which meaning they got to tap in with the younger crowd. That's how they dropped the ball in 2024. They did not tap in with the youngsters. Shout out to Donald Trump and all the Republicans because they knew ahead of time that they was going to have to use the power of the internet, the power of social media to tap in with the youngsters. And in my opinion, that's what took them over the hump. So let's continue to listen to former President Barack Obama.
Bad Bunny's halftime show.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
Well, it resonated. It was smart because it wasn't preaching. It was showing. It was demonstrating and displaying. This is what a community is. And people who did not speak Spanish and have never been to Puerto Rico, they saw that elderly woman serving a drink and the kids dancing with their grandmas, and it was intergenerational, and it was a reminder of what Dr. King called the beloved community can look like, which is not perfect, and it's messy sometimes, and I guarantee you not all those lyrics were probably politically correct, and if you translated them, and they're people are complicated, but there was a sense of, all right, there's room for everybody here.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is where we win.
Your presidential center is opening up this summer, and you've dedicated your post-presidency to lifting up the next generation of leaders, oftentimes in defiance of people begging and pleading with you to stay involved in the political process. Right. And so why is it important for you to defer to those people, especially at a moment where it feels like there is a vacuum of leadership on the left? You are among, if not the most popular politician in America, and so you're right here, And so why is it important for you in this moment to make sure that you defer to others?
Well, first of all, I'm not a politician anymore, and I can't be, right? I mean, I guess technically I could run for, city council or something, but I'm not in elected office. I don't have levers of power. I'm term limited out, and by the way, I believe in the Constitution, and also I believe in my marriage, and Michelle would divorce me even if I could run again. But I've always believed, I mean, this has been a central tenet of my work even before I was in elected office, that our job as leaders is to lift up other leaders, to empower others, to find their gifts and help them exercise those gifts. And so when I left the presidency, I said, what's our foundation going to do? We care about climate change. We care about racial justice. We care about healthcare. We care about a whole bunch of issues, and I work on those issues. Now, right now, I'm spending a lot of time helping to think about how we're going to respond to AI as it's coming down the pike, and it's moving fast. So I care about specific issues. But the thing I thought I could do uniquely, Michelle and I still have the capacity, not just here in the United States, but globally, to inspire and motivate young people and invite them in to this process. And that's what we need. We just talked about it. You look at where excitement's going to come from. It's going to come from the 20, 30-year-olds who...
Anton, I agree with what you say, man. I agree with that. Anton, 1731. I didn't watch because of Bad Bunny. I refuse to buy into politics when I'm trying to watch sports, period. Right, Anton. Politics has no business in sports, because it's sports, specifically football. That's where we sit down and we enjoy the game. Ain't nobody trying to worry about no politics. Ain't nobody really worried about anything but just watching the football game. And sports is the one thing that brings us together. So when they start bringing politics into sports, specifically football, I don't like that either, Anton. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that one. Politics has no business in sports.
Know firsthand what it means to not be able to buy a house. Know firsthand what it means to see some of the ladder's opportunity being taken away. Have grown up in a moment in which there's more social isolation, right? And so understand both the good and the bad of social media. And so they're the ones who are going to craft these, who are going to remake our institutions so that they are consistent with the values that are, I think, timeless. And so what we've tried to do at the foundation has been to identify potential leaders, not just with traditional credentials, not just the kids coming out of fancy schools or with the top grades, but union organizers and grassroots organizers, as well as journalists and teachers and healthcare professionals and human rights activists. And we've now had thousands of folks go through the program, and these are folks who are doing remarkable stuff at very young ages. I mean, they're setting up health clinics in sub-Saharan Africa, or they're designing new programs for intervention to help with the opioid crisis in Appalachia, or they're working on How do we educate kids and using technology in remote rural areas and Native American reservations. Remarkable folks are doing amazing stuff. And the Presidential Center, which will be opening up in June, is going to be the hub around which all this activity happens. And there'll be a museum with Michelle's dresses, since that's what people want to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll have some sports memorabilia and some cool stuff in there. But what that does is it builds a community of activists, and it reminds people you're not alone. You're not alone in your sorrow when you see some of the stuff that's been happening in this country over the last year. But you're also not alone in being able to figure out how do we push back and come up with new solutions, and how do we remake these institutions so that they work for this generation. And that kind of spirit is what we hope this Presidential Center will constantly refresh and renew. This is kind of a social change university, and we want just ordinary visitors who don't think of themselves as activists, as they go through these exhibits and they see what's been done in the past. We want them to think, well, what can I do? And we'll be giving them all kinds of ways in which they can then connect with local organizations and get active in their own communities around the things that they care about. That kind of reinvigorating our civic muscles, giving people a sense of, I'm not going to just sit here and doom scroll or occasionally, tweet some complaint about what's happening, but that I actually have agency and I can actually make a difference. We want to encourage that, and that's what we saw and have been seeing across the country in response to the violations and overreach and lawlessness that's been coming out of this administration. We just have to encourage that and cultivate that, and not assume that it happens on its own. I became president because very early on in my career, I had people teach me the power of community and other people joining together around common interests. And I tried to manifest what I had learned in every campaign I ran, and tried to ride that all the way through my presidency. And I didn't figure out all that stuff on my own. And we have a long history in this country, dating back to the abolitionist movement and the suffragist movement, and on through the civil rights movement and the union movement. And we have a long history internationally. Gandhi learning from Thoreau, who then inspires King, who then inspires Mandela, who in the meantime, Lech Walesa is helping to, and Solidarity are helping to bring down the Iron Curtain and inspiring the people power in the Philippines. And there, that spirit, that energy, it's out there, and you can feel it, but it's bottled up. We haven't given enough outlets for young people to figure out, how do I become a part of that? and that's this enormous untapped power that we have to get back to.
So I want to do a little bit of a lightning round here because it's not often I'll get access to the
Come on,
President
man.
of the United States. So a couple questions here. Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51?
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens? Who is there a person that you most want to meet that you haven't met yet?
I'll be honest with you. Being president, or even being an ex-president, I can kind of meet everybody. So I've met a lot of folks.
Yeah.
The person who I have not yet met, and that I'm looking forward to meeting, and I hope I get an opportunity sometime in the future, is the new Pope, who is from Chicago and a White Sox fan. I had the pleasure of getting to know Pope Francis pretty well, and he was legit. You know, there's some figures. He's one. The Dalai Lama was another. Is another who. They're how you hope they are. They kind of walk the walk.
Yeah.
And my sense of this new Pope is he's from that. He's cut from that cloth.
Yeah.
You know, somebody who, you know, worked in places, you know, that really needed help, and what wasn't just preaching from a pulpit, but getting his hands dirty, trying to help people. So I'm looking forward to talking to him.
I think we can. I think
At some point I'll probably have it. Yeah.
What world leader did you like the most and the least?
You know, I there are a lot of world leaders I enjoyed. Angela Merkel I became very close to because she really was the leader of Europe during my presidency, and we were grappling with a bunch of different stuff. She came from a center-right tradition. I obviously come from a center-left position, but she had integrity, very, you know, wicked smart, and you know, we're both analytical and practical, and try to figure out how to problem solve. And so she became a very close partner to mine. I'm gonna defer on the leaders I like least. There's enough of a public record. People probably have a sense of some of the folks who I wasn't happy with.
Best prank out of the White House when you were president?
Look, I'll be honest with you. Folks aren't running pranks in the White House. They're Secret Service. Everybody's busy.
Yeah.
If there were pranks, they weren't run on me, and I didn't.
You didn't pull any?
I tended not to pull pranks. People are intimidated enough by a president.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to punch down on a prank.
Yeah.
If you're gonna pull off a prank, it's got to be on somebody who can prank you back. And wasn't nobody gonna prank me. Yeah.
All right, last.
All right, Chad, that's the end of the interview. Pretty good interview. If I should say so myself, the only thing I got out of it really is that the Democrats are really, really, really behind when it comes to the younger people. I think we already knew that, you know, from how the election went. So it was a pretty good interview right there. That's what really my main thing that I got out of it is that they need to focus on building with the youngsters, you know, the younger crowd. They didn't, Biden didn't do a good job of it. And by the time they put in Kamala Harris, it was just, in my opinion, it was just a little bit too late. So yeah, thank y'all for joining me. What I'm about to do now, this is the 2-year anniversary since Stock Sniper been taking Stock Sniper TV serious. So what I'm going to do is reminisce on back when I had 200 subscribers. So I'm going to start it off with my first Cash App giveaway that we did over here. This is when I got my first 200 subscribers. And we did a giveaway that day. I didn't know what I was doing. And I thought this live stream was really funny. We're not going to watch the whole video because it really is like an hour and a half long. So this is what I'm going to do in celebration of Stock Sniper TV's 2-year anniversary. We're going to react to the Cash App giveaway we did. The first Cash App giveaway we did, which was when we hit 200 subscribers for the first time. We decided to give away $200 to the people, but we ended up giving away $300. This is the first Cash App giveaway that we did. And guess what, chat? The next Cash App giveaway we're going to do is when we get to 10,000 subscribers. So I'm not going to play the whole video. I'm just going to play a little bit of it just to reminisce, you know. So here we go, chat. If you didn't vote, please go vote, because we are considering changing the name of the channel, rebranding it from Stock Sniper TV to the Freedom of Speech channel. And I think that's the direction we're going to go. So here we go. This video right here was 2 years ago in February. This one, we barely had 200 subscribers. And this was our first Cash App giveaway. We gave away $300 to the people in the chat. As you're going to be able to see on this video, I really didn't know what I was doing. But as I did more Cash App giveaways, we got better and better and better. And now when we do Cash App giveaways, we put it on subscriber only mode, and we pick just random people inside of the chat who are subscribers to give the money to. So this, when we react to this first video right here, it's very, very funny in my opinion, because I was all over the place, chat. What's your email, Miss Jonah?
This is the bestest girl. This is the bestest girl in it. Routine video from inside the church. This is before we knew that this shooting was at one family. We will piece together the facts after we take a look. Most importantly, take a listen to the videos from inside Lakewood. Sweet.
Has children's programs, meaning most families live separated. Pretty much clear on out for now. 6 months for
the more we make, the more we give. The more we give over here. AW. I don't have.
Yeah, it is the world. Just the whole family of Kansas City Chiefs being the special. Brady's a great wife with 2 great kids. I can't ask for anything better than this. Right? We're Super Bowl champs. Kansas City. I'll see y'all.
BLY. Uh-oh. Self-love. Put self. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Self report.
You know, you said, and I'm not looking ahead, but we got a lot more we want to do here, baby. You said we want.
God.
How about that? Well, you know, the goal's always been to get 3. But we couldn't get here around here, too. That target on our back. I love these guys right here. The men that we just want to stay with. Family forever, baby. I couldn't be more proud of you guys. And how about it? We get a chance to do it 3 times.
BLY, you're already there. Glory, Allah. Riley. I didn't know what I was doing, chat. I'm just gonna put Mary, your name, M-A-R.
The first time that
Back-to-back Super Bowl champions.
Vito. I'm trying to play it when I was doing more talking. I'm gonna try both of y'all again. So when I go live tomorrow, just 100% know that's you, but I need you to say yes.
She said,
The next video I'm gonna react is gonna be a little bit better than this, chat. Let me go. Let me see. Yeah, I think you put up another one. Yeah, that's what that right there was the Cash App giveaway. Now I'm going to react after this to what. Let's see. It's the 2-year anniversary of Stock Sniper TV. When we really started making content. Well, Stock Sniper. Okay. It say that Miss Joanna, your channel is 12 years old. Well, I wasn't creating content. I was a consumer. Is that you? That's it, right? Started really creating content 2 years ago in February. And this video right here is the first Cash App giveaway I did. Once I got to 200 subscribers, I did a Cash App giveaway. I gave away $300 in this live. I didn't know what I was doing. And it's really, really funny to me as I go back and look at it. Now we're going to react. Let's see which one is next. A little bit more exciting live. Let me see.
this is her, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting to confirm. She ain't. Yes or no? That's you. Yes or no? That's you.
Is that her? Yes or no, John? Right, Pauline. Pauline said yes or no, John.
Shout out to Jonah. Haven't seen her in a long time.
Is she certified? Dad?
See, that's why I started doing the giveaways different, chat. Because on that giveaway,
They said, damn, this is taking
my first
entirely
giveaway,
too long.
I was.
I know I'm about to spin it again. Come on, Jonah. I pretty much 100% know that's you, but I need you to say yes.
She said yes, but we don't know. Let me see if this is her. Oh my God. She said yes. That's her.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sound like I heard Diamond. That's Diamond in the background, chat. Yeah, John is doing me the same way he did me with the AZ guy with PayPal. Diamond is won't let me do it. So you have to wait till tomorrow. Diamond's in the military. She's in the military now. That's what Diamond is at. So when I go live tomorrow, just come on in. I got both of y'all PayPal. I'm gonna go live tomorrow and we're gonna try it again. Usually I don't use PayPal, I use Cash App. So that's probably why it's acting like that, because I'm sending too many. I'm sending too many like that. So just tomorrow, Miss Joanne, we've been talking on Instagram. So I got AZ and I got you. So tomorrow, AZ, hit me up on Instagram, the Stock Sniper.
Do we have to give a certain code out or something when they?
Okay. AZ, hit me up on Instagram. Miss Joanne, we already talk on Instagram. So tomorrow I'm gonna try both of y'all again with this PayPal. So this was fun. I had a good time. I appreciate all y'all. I will be doing this again. This was my first time doing it, so it was a little hiccups. So next time, you know, it'll be better. I plan on doing this more often for my subscribers. The more we make, the more we give over here.
We're in different time zones. What time will you go live tomorrow?
Who said that?
AZ.
AZ, hit me up on Instagram.
Before
You need to be subscribed to the channel. Hit me up on Instagram.
Before somebody make a fake damn.
They can't make it because I got both of their emails. AZ already sent it to him once.
Okay.
So I got him locked in. Miss Joanne, you have to get in contact with me tomorrow. I got your Instagram. We talk already. I'm gonna try both of y'all again tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all my subscribers, everybody that joined. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Join me on my lives. Connect with me.
I will say that the PayPal only allow him to send to overseas one time.
Now this one, chat. Well, overseas can't get paid. This video right here, chat, is when we was at the Super Bowl. It's when we was at the Super Bowl. If you was on that live, you remember this. Hate to see it like this, though. I guess that's the new Bourbon Street these days. But we all here. It's a great thing. We all here. Go Eagles. We in the building. Jalen Hurts. This video right here, chat, is last February, we was at the Super Bowl, Eagles versus Kansas City in New Orleans. Barkley. What? We in the building. Bright and early in New Orleans, Super Bowl. Eagles fans in the building. Right, that's right. We fly high. We ready to rock and roll, man. Today is Super Bowl day, y'all. If you just not joining the show, chat, we just reminiscing on the things we did on the channel for the past 2 years. This is the 2-year anniversary of Stock Sniper TV. And we are reminiscent on the things we did over the past 2 years on the channel. The first video was the Cash App giveaway. When our first 200 subscribers, we gave away $300. And you can see on that video, I had a hard time, but over the time, I really learned about the Cash App giveaways. That Cash App giveaway, I promoted it to the world, but I realized then that that's not how you do it. You put it in subscriber only mode and you only talk about Cash App giveaways inside of your live. In other words, it's an ancient Chinese secret. You don't tell the whole world. You only tell the people that rock with you, because guess what? A lot of people that got the Cash App giveaways, they was from overseas, and guess what? I don't even see them anymore. So now we do the Cash App giveaways now. Only the people that we already know that really rock with the channel. So if you ain't in the live, if you ain't here, you really don't know. And sometimes we'll just do a Cash App giveaway just because. But I say that to say this. Once we get to 10,000 subscribers, once we get to 10,000, we're doing another Cash App giveaway to the people. So I'm just reminiscing, chat. I'm just going back, looking at some old videos for the past 2 years on some things that we did on the channel, because we do go places and we do go live sometime. And this is one of the places that we went, which was the Super Bowl last year, and we just reminiscing. Thank y'all for joining me, chat. Let's go. The Super Bowl. Live on Bourbon Street. This is where it's starting at. This is the pre-show before the pre-show. Go Birds! This is the pre-show before the pre-show. This is just the pre-show. Where I'm going really, really live at 3 o'clock. Yeah. Live from the Super Bowl with the Stock Sniper. Live on Bourbon Street, one of my favorite spots to go to. I already went down there and paid respects down there, CVS and Walgreens over there, man. Paid respect. Guess what? Them folks everywhere, boy. They ain't nothing happened down here. Whatever you say. Painted the streets purple. Because I gotta show memorial to them. I did it when I first went live, but I guess the notifications wasn't out at that time. So I'm gonna walk back down all the way to Canal, and then we gonna show y'all the memorial right there on Canal in Bourbon, where a coward ran into the people. That's the best way I could describe it, without probably getting struck. But we right out here on Bourbon Street, man. They painted the streets purple, and we ready to rock and roll, man. Great, beautiful day. Great, beautiful day. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day, man. I hope y'all getting ready for this Super Bowl. It's gonna be a good one. We rolling with Philly. I'm taking all bets on, and I'm rolling with Philly. Yeah, I'm taking all bets, and I'm rolling with Philly. So lives. I gotta roll with my boy Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I got to. Channel View High School in the house. Texas, that is. Yeah. I think they're about to get ready to come on TV. Oh, look at Coach. Look at Coach. Cowboys in the building. How about them Cowboys?
They don't play this time of the year.
The great coach. How about them Cowboys? Yeah. I got it. If they're gonna let me get around, oh, no, they ain't gonna let me go through there. I can see that right now.
We can't go this way?
I don't think we're gonna be able to let us go through there. That's it.
Closed it because I think they're bringing the.
Okay, we're stuck here for right now.
Okay, well, let's move to the other side, because I was trying to go over there to the memorial thing.
And I let you going through on that side anymore.
Oh, you can't get through that way?
No, they closed it down. They say that someone is coming.
No.
Well, I guess we'll sit here and watch the show. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is your host, Stock Sniper, live from the Super Bowl. Oh, bro. Down here at the end of the show. Eagles gonna take it this time.
Greens, CVS, the spot where we always stand at, right here. The great cops out here. Yeah, we all out here. Kind of look like a mini New York strip. I got to get to New York though to see they strip.
What time are we heading towards the Superdome?
I don't know. See, my phone is going dead, but I prayed to God to ask God to let me end this live the way it started. Kind of looks like Vegas Strip because of the okay. Dre said kind of got the Vegas look too. Yeah, this is the pre-live before the real live at 3 o'clock. Super Bowl Sunday. We out here at the Super Bowl. We going with the Eagles. Looks like Long Beach, California. Huh? What? Yeah, this is the live. This is the pre-live before the real live started at 3 o'clock. So I'll be back at 3 o'clock. I just wanted to end the live as I started, which was over here where the coward did what cowards do. So I appreciate y'all for joining me, man. This is the one and only Stiper. I love and I appreciate y'all. I'll be back at 3 o'clock. Go Eagles. I'm out.
Now I'm finna pull up another one. I got a lot of content when it comes to the Super Bowl, chat. Let me see. Will it go back? Yeah, okay. I gotta go back all the way down again, chat. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me on this celebration. Just reminiscing on some old videos. That's all I'm doing right now. If you have not voted about the name change, well, we're going to change the name to the Freedom of Speech channel. Please go vote and let me know what you think. We got 250 votes. Can we get to 300 votes before this live is over? Let's see. Which one we going to go to? Let's see. I got No, that's an old one. Of course, I got my Longhorns up. Shout out to the University of Texas. Hook 'em Horns. Let's see. A lot of videos, chat, over the last 2 years. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Let's see. Trying to get, we're almost there, chat. Trying to get to these videos. Wow, what a game. We did go to the Final Four. I think, let's see. This is the last, we're going to go to the Final Four last. We're going to do one more Super Bowl. Let's see. That was at the Mardi Gras. This chat was after the game. What a day. When the Eagles actually already won the game. Let's see. This right here, chat, is actually after the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. This is after the game.
Eagles win. Eagles shut down. New Orleans take over. They changed the name from New Orleans to New Delphi. They came and took care of business really, really fast. The game was over before it even started. The name has been changed to New Delphi. The name has been changed. They officially changed the name to New Delphi. Yeah. They changed the name.
This shirt says support your neighborhood drug dealer.
What shirt?
That blue shirt that says support your neighborhood drug dealer.
Hey, wow. Eagles! Eagles!
If you know anything about New Orleans, they are known for their bounce music. Well, on this one, we're going to react to the NCAA Final Four.
Live at the final.
On this one, Chad, we just was at the Super Bowl. Now, we at the NCAA Final Four that happened in San Antonio, Texas, between University of Houston versus Florida. It was three games at the Final Four, and the University of Houston Cougars played the Florida Gators in the Final Four championship game. This right here, chat, is when we were in San Antonio for the Final Four, in which March Madness is coming up next month.
For Riverwalk, U of H and Florida is in the building. Live on the Riverwalk. Getting ready to rock and roll. Appreciate y'all for joining me. The one on the Stock Sniper. This ain't gonna be live, just another vlog on the Riverwalk down here in San Antonio. Just rocking and rolling. Just rocking and rolling. Of course, I made a huge mistake, but it's all good. Beautiful, beautiful view. If you out here, man, you know this is a beautiful view. Great tourist spot. Great tourist spot. Live down here at the Riverwalk. Got about an hour left before we walk over here to the game. Got about an hour left. Well, I think I'm gonna head over there maybe about, it's not that far from here. So I think I'm gonna head over there around 6. Just taking a little tour of the Riverwalk right now. And there's more action on the other side than right here. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna make it all the way back on down that way. I ain't gonna even try it. I'm just gonna go like it's telling me to go. Live at the Riverwalk. We're getting ready for this game, guys. Can we pull it out? Can we bring the national championship back to Houston? That's what we're waiting to see, bro. U of H versus Florida, live on the Riverwalk. A really, really historic place down here in San Antonio. If you from Texas, Houston, San Antonio, and you took history in class, you already know what's going on. You already know what the Alamo is about. If you ain't from Texas or you ain't take history class, all you gotta do is Google the Alamo. And it'll give you all the history that you need to know about this great historic place. And it's clean too, guys. This place is really, really, really clean. I can't say that enough. It's really nice and clean, guys. Great food, great people. Ain't nothing but bars and restaurants on this strip. And then they give you a tour, right, of the whole Riverwalk, because it is a tourist spot as well. Great, great area, guys. I mean, look all down here. Y'all know I always vlog and I give y'all a good glimpse of the places that I be at, bro. this place right here is probably up there at the top of the list. Yeah, it's at the top. Why Stock Sniper? Because it's clean. You know, it's clean. It makes sense. You know, it's real clean. They take care of this place, bro. Ain't no dirty water. Ain't no cigarette butts and people, you know, ain't no weird stuff going on, bro. Everybody around here got class. Look at that big old burger that boy was eating. Look where we at, guys. Great area. We in the thick of things. Making it around. Appreciate you for hitting the like button. We just making it around, guys. We are in enemy's territory right now. A whole bunch of gators are around me right now, guys. Even though we wish them luck, but we want them to be on the other side. Right, look, big old thing going on down here. It's going down, guys. At the Final Four. Big game tonight. And guess what? You know who playing tonight. And if you don't know, it's Florida versus University of Houston for all the marbles. The road ends tonight. We ain't got that long left, guys. The road ends tonight. Yeah, it ends tonight. Yep, tonight is the final night. The road to the Final Four ends in the great city of San Antonio. Yep, it's been a great long weekend. Been here since Friday. And guess what, guys? We ready to rock and roll tonight. Yeah, we ready to rock and roll. We ready to bring that championship home. It ain't nothing but three miles up the road, bro. We just taking it right up the road. That's it. And I think it's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen tonight. Yep. We've been knocking at the door for so many years, bro. U of H got knocked out last year by Duke. The year before, we got knocked out by Purdue. So this is our year, guys. This is our year. If y'all remember, I was waiting for it when the NCAA tournament was in Houston. I was hoping that we made it to Houston, but unfortunately we didn't. But guess what? It made up for it, guys. Why? Because we made it right up the street. San Antonio is not far from Houston, bro. So it's just like we playing in Houston. So another home game, guys. And unfortunately, I was able to make it, bro. All roads in tonight. Go Cougs! Cougs house! Yeah, let's go. We ready to rock and roll, guys. We ready to rock and roll. But I can't say, y'all, this is a beautiful city, bro. And guess what? The stuff here is pretty cheap. Yeah? Real cheap. Real cheap. Well, way cheaper than Houston, at least. Man, everything was cheaper. Yeah. So yeah, I'm having a great time out here, guys. I've been out here for 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, 4. Damn. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I've been out here 4 days. Tomorrow we'll make 5. So I'll be after tonight. I'll be on the road back home, guys. Yep. Hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully everything goes well, guys. But I can't say this. From what I'm seeing over here, all the Florida fans are in the building. It's a lot. It's more Florida fans out here than Houston. Then yes, it is, guys. Yes, it is, guys. It's a lot more Florida fans out here from what I'm seeing over here on this boardwalk. I don't know where they at, but boy, everywhere you look, it's a lot of Florida fans, bro. You seen what I was showing y'all? They had a whole section over there, those Florida fans. So I don't know where the U of H fans at, but they're not here as thick as what they was in Florida is here. Florida's in the building. So I'm just checking in with my little vlog, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Duke fans are holding up okay. Of course they here. And a lot of them just going on the stand and riding it out. That's the thing about the NCAA tournament, guys. Once you buy tickets and you lose and you already bought tickets for the whole thing, you got to ride it out, man. You still got to support your school, you know, and you just got to come on out. And that's what some guys are doing. We've seen some Duke guys, the Auburn guys are out here. Great environment, bro. That's what I love about college. That's what I love about college, guys. And of course, San Antonio, boy, got some of the best Mexican food that you can ever dream of. Y'all know that, right? I think I was supposed to go the other way, but this river walk is so long, guys. It's really long. Yeah, I'm just walking up and down this strip, basically wasting time. Just wasting time, enjoying myself, having a great time, guys. Until tonight, which we got about, for sure, 2 more hours. We got about 2 more hours, guys. But I think I was supposed to go the other way because I don't remember coming this way. Well, I'm just walking down this river walk. As you can tell, this river walk is kind of long, guys. It's kind of long. But I'm gonna have to get off live and Google myself back to the fan expo. But what I want to see, I know what the Houston Cougars posted up at, guys. I mean, I don't see. We already seen Florida's post-up spot. Look like they got another post-up spot. Florida's in the, man, the Florida Gators is here, guys. They are here. Well, I'm about to go over there. Where they, oh, Lord, man. Well, they look. They in the building, guys. They in the building, guys. Look. They back there in the bushes. You know, as they say, the bush babies. Yeah, they in the bushes, bro. And the way it look how it look over there, guys. You actually are in the bushes. What a sight that was, guys. That was a great sight to see, guys. Now I'm about to go over here and head back the other way. Appreciate you for rocking with me. I'm out here chilling at the Final Four. This is my vlog, guys. That's why I try to use my memory as much as possible, because that's one thing about the internet and the navigation system and, you know, GPS. You know, it'll mess up your memory and your attention span. That's why we always got to use your memory and the natural functions of the brain, or you'll lose it, bro. Listen to the OG, you'll lose it. All right. Road to the Final Four ends right here, bro. Yeah, dude. Okay. All right, guys, I remember where I'm at now. I didn't have to use no navigation system or nothing. See, guys, a brain is a terrible thing to waste, bro. Listen to the OG. Always use your brain, because the brain is a muscle too, guys. Okay, now, okay. The brain is a muscle too, guys. If you don't use it, you will lose it. All right, guys. Now I'm finna head over close to the stadium.
Yeah?
It's almost time to rock and roll.
Are you going to the game or the...
Yeah, going to the game.
Going to the game?
Yeah. All right, guys. I think I need to go left. Whoa, whose house? It is the Cougs' house. See, look, everybody's in the building, guys. I don't know what's going on, but something is going on.
That's the lead. Team's coming out.
Oh, out of the,
Hotel.
okay.
Come out here in a second.
All right, guys, we getting ready to rock and roll. Everybody out here waiting on the team to come out. We ready to rock and roll and take this to the house, bro. We ready to rock and roll and take this to the house. Team about to get ready to come out of the hotel room, guys. We right where we need to be at the right time. That's why nobody is on that river walk. I was wondering where everybody was at, guys. We found them. Yeah, we ready to rock and roll. Support, bro. That's why nobody was on the river walk. Everybody was waiting on themselves to come out of the hotel. Here we go, guys. Getting ready to rock and roll, man. We not playing no games today. Nope, we not. We taking this all the way back to Third Ward, bro. Yeah, we is, guys. We taking this all the way back to Third Ward. Yeah, we is. What a great weekend. What a great weekend. What a great time. What a great time, guys. What a great time, guys. We ready to rock and roll today. We're waiting on the guys to come out, man. We about to take this. Yeah. We about to bring it home, guys. It's the hotel they in, guys. We ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll, guys.
Did you see this one?
coming out the hotel, guys. We ready to rock and roll. That's the bus, guys. They don't have far to go. The stadium is right over there. So we ready to rock and roll, man. We ready to rock and roll, guys. It is. Here they go, guys, coming out. It's 5:30. They got the dogs and everything. There go the cool. We ready to rock and roll. 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 In the building. I was just wondering where everybody was at, bro. Where nobody on that river walk. Everybody right here by the hotel. Yeah, it's going down, guys. Whenever they pull off, it's time to head that away. Yeah, it's time to head towards the stadium, guys. All fun and games is over with. That boy jamming it. Lord have mercy. That boy jamming that little kiki, y'all. Lord have mercy. Beautiful day, guys. Beautiful day in America. Beautiful day in America, guys. Beautiful day in San Antonio. Beautiful day in Texas. Yeah, beautiful day in America, guys. Come on, we ready to go to the stadium, bro. Yeah, we ready to go to the stadium. Cougs out! Appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man, on this video vlog. University of Houston Cougars versus Florida. It's going down here at yeah, it's going down. San Antonio, great host, great city, great food, beautiful tourist spots, great area, bro. I can't. Y'all know I done been a few places. San Antonio is at the top of the list, guys. San Antonio is at the top of the list, guys. Really, really great. And then what's so good about San Antonio, guys? The stuff here is cheap. Like literally. Beautiful city, bro. And the food, the drinks, the hotels are really cheap, guys. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Y'all gonna be anywhere else but y'all rocking with the stock sniper.
Thank you. Excuse me, I'm gonna park right there.
Okay. I thought that was the cops, guys.
Yeah, who is this?
I don't know. I thought that was the cops, guys, so I had to move. But guess what? We support the blue. Well, here we are. And we ready to rock and roll, guys.
Right outside the Rudy Center Mall. Yeah. Yo, we can come in the room.
We got some of the players in the room?
Nah.
Oh.
There are two ladies.
Oh.
They on the bus. Right there.
Cougs fans are in the building, guys.
I don't have any.
No, we ready to rock and roll. We ready to rock and roll, guys. Yeah, we waiting on them to come out, y'all. We waiting.
Yeah, but gotta let the whole We're gonna start walking the alphabet.
Well, everybody waiting on the guys to come out. Well, I think this is it, guys. I think we're gonna win this game. I pretty much know it. Ain't no thinking, I know. Once they got past Duke, it was over with. It's over with now, guys. Let me try to get a little better view, guys. It's supposed to come out at 5:30? I would have thought they was already at the stadium by now. The Florida Gators out here trolling, guys. My home team is on the big stage, guys. What a beautiful thing, beautiful thing, beautiful thing. The only thing would have been better if it had been the University of Texas. But guess what? I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. That's the only thing would have been better than this. But the good news is, my sister graduated from U of H, was a cheerleader at U of H. I got multiple homeboys that played on the University of Houston football team. So we in this thing. We ready to rock and roll. Hook 'em horns. Shout out to University of Texas. That's why if you're young, when you out here watching, guys, you got to go to college, guys. College is a great experience, great thing to go be able to go to college. As long as you go to college for a demand, that's for a career that is in high demand. But don't listen to the people telling y'all don't go to college. Don't go to college. Don't listen to that, guys. Education is the number one thing. The number one way to be successful, number one on the list is education, guys. That's the number one rule. Education. Don't listen to these guys these days hollering about you don't need an education to be successful. You need to have an education, guys. But you got to be smart on what you major in. You got to major in something that's in high demand and something that you love to do. College is great, guys. You meet great friends, great connections. Because everybody in college, you go on and have your own career. Then you got connections. You got lawyers, you got doctors, whatever you need as your classmates, guys. It's about your circle, guys. Your circle of people that you hang around. You only be successful as the 5 people that you hang around, guys. And I try to put myself around successful people everywhere I go, guys. As I've gotten older, I want to be around success, right? I want to be around success, guys. Because one thing about success, guys, it rubs off on you, guys. If you're hanging around successful people, people that want things out of life, guess what happens, guys? Listen to the OG. It rubs off on you. So if you ain't learned nothing from the OG, learn that. Don't let them tell you college don't mean nothing. Education is the number one thing you need to have, guys, because if all else fails, you can always fall back on your education. What you majored in college. If all else fails, you can go back to your college degree and get go and get a great career job, guys. Both these schools, guys, are great colleges. University of Houston, Florida University, Duke, Auburn. All these schools are great universities, guys. Here we go. A lot of y'all know that been watching the channel know that I always promote University of Texas. I always promote University of Texas, guys. But hey, I got family members that went to U of H. My sister was a cheerleader at U of H. I got homeboys that played on the football team of U of H. So let's rock and roll. Let's go, guys. Shout out to University of Houston. Oh, here we go, guys. They on the bus, and we gone. And we gone, guys. We headed to the game. And guess what? We finna beeline it that way too. Yeah, we finna beeline it that way too, guys.
I'd be okay finding the rest.
Here we go, guys, on the way to the stadium. Jamming that zero down here in San Antonio. It's going down. Shout out to University of Houston. Shout out to Third Ward. Y'all don't know University of Houston is in the hood. Third Ward, Texas. Off Scott. Right by the streets of CUNY Homes. If you know, you know. So in other words, guys, it don't matter where you from, it don't matter what. As long as you get your mind right, you can accomplish your hopes, goals, and dreams, guys. Literally. You can, guys.
Get your tickets yourself.
You can accomplish anything. Once you put your mind to it, guys, you can accomplish it. You got to put the work in, right? So we always remember that, guys. And don't listen to the people hollering by, college ain't the lick. They lying to you, guys. They lying. The thing is, you got to do your homework and figure out what you love to do, what career you want to go into, and make sure your career is a career in high demand, guys. A career that's in high demand. And then guess what? Put the work in, guys. Kids, you want to be a basketball player, football player, right? Work on your jump shot. Stay in the weight room if you're playing football. Consume your time watching and working, right? If you're a kid, always stay in the gym, guys. Always be watching football. Always be watching basketball. You know what I'm saying? Even because you playing, as long as you watching it, guys, guess what it does? It goes into your subconscious mind, right? It goes into your subconscious mind, and then it can be a part of what you do. That's why if y'all listen to me a lot on here, I'm always listening to investment podcasts, always investment audios, because I understand, listen to the OG. I understand. Once you want to learn something, you got to consume it, guys. That's why LeBron James is so good. That's why Kobe Bryant was good. That's why Michael Jordan was good, etc., etc., etc. Because what they did, guys, is they practiced. They was the first in the gym and they're the last one to leave. Because you never know, guys. You never know. Because guess what? U of H is in Third Ward. U of H is in the hood, guys. Yes, it's in the hood. So it don't matter where you from, man. It don't, guys. What matters is if you gonna put that work in and not listen to the negative nonsense, guys. Because you gonna have haters. You think it was all type of people hating on U of H, guys? You thought it was a whole lot of people hating on U of H, guys. And guess what? They made it. They made it, bro. Even though sometime in life, guys, it may take you 2-3 times. Like U of H, I'm gonna use them as an example. They lost to Duke last year in the Sweet 16. The year before that, guys, they lost to Purdue. When everybody thought that they was gonna make it there, they was the #1 team in the nation. And everybody thought that U of H was gonna, but see, because in that year, the NCAA tournament was in Houston. And everybody thought that U of H was going to end up going to the final and play for the championship in their hometown of Houston. But it didn't happen, guys. right? That's why I say, you never give up, guys. They could have gave up, right? They could have gave up, but guess what? They reloaded, they reloaded, they recocked, and guess what they did, guys? They put the work in, and look where we at now. We here. It's been a long run, guys. It's been about a 8, 9, 10 year run for this team. And we here through it all. And we ready to rock and roll. The road stops right here in San Antonio. The road to the Final Four ends tonight, guys. Yep, it ends tonight. And we just seen them get on the bus from right there. And now we all walking to the stadium. What a great day. But if you're ever in San Antonio, man, y'all got to come out here, bro. If you're in San Antonio, you got to come to the Riverwalk. Great place, guys. I'm finna cross the street because I want to go to the other side of it because I got things I got to look at. Yeah, but yeah, y'all, man, don't never let nobody tell you that college ain't worth it to go to college. Don't let them tell you that, guys. It's not true. It's a lie. Just because you didn't make it through college, because you didn't want to put the work in, that don't mean that nobody else could put the work in. And because you went to college and didn't take the proper, you didn't take the proper classes, you didn't go into the proper field, don't mean that college is no good for nobody else. That's not true, guys. College, you gotta go to college, kids. Find something, you major in something that you love to do, and you master it and you rock with it. Especially in 2025, guys. With all this AI, all this technology, right? That's the best thing. It's like look what I got on right now, guys. Look. College of University of Houston, guys. College of Technology. See what I'm saying? University of Houston, the College of Technology, guys. That's the shirt I got on. Promoting, getting education. AI is what's coming on right now. The next thing that's going on. AI, guys, you got to get educated. What happened to them boys? Wait. Monday. All right. All right, guys. We're almost at the stadium. I had to turn around real quick. But yeah, man. College is very, very important, guys. Even if it's just a trade school. Very, very important to learn a trade. But in 2030 and beyond, technology, you got to learn AI. You have to learn it, guys. Kids, you young, you got to learn AI. Yeah, it's going to be crunk tonight. They got the roads all blocked off tonight. You got kids, you got to get them to learn AI. You have to, guys. because the world is changing, guys. Robots and all this stuff. And you have to learn technology. Your kids got to learn technology to take it to the next level. And as the shirt say, University of Houston is the leader in the College of Technology. Yeah, University of Houston is the College of Technology.
Okay, we'll come.
And we ready to rock and roll.
Like I sent them to the Final Four last year and championship game. He's like, Zeke, I do deserve it. I was like,
Well, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I've been blogging 3 times already, but tonight is gonna be the real vlog after this game is over. Like they say in New Orleans, I believe. Yeah, what they say in New Orleans, guys. Every Saints game. I believe. Boy, what a beautiful place San Antonio is, guys. Beautiful, beautiful place. Yeah, I like it out here, guys. I've been out here since Friday, and I've been rocking and rolling. Education, man. You got to get your education, guys. You got to, bro. You got to make sure your kids get an education. Have a goal of your kids to go to college, guys. You got to. Man. Yeah, guys. I would sit down. Yeah, I'm about to sit down, guys. Some told me not to bring my jacket, but I brought it anyway. Because it was cold out here Saturday night. It was cold Saturday, guys. I just need to fix my jacket and I'll be ready to rock and roll. All right. Another chill spot out here in San Antonio, guys. Another nice chill spot. Florida and Houston is in the building with the big collide going on tonight. Woo! Yeah, we in Coog's house. Y'all, whose house? Coog's house. The College of Technology, guys. Yeah, very important. Get the education. If you got kids, start them up. Technology, AI. You know. You have to do it, guys, especially if they're young, because 2050, you know, I'm 50 years old, stock snipe might not be around in 2050, but 2050, guys, this world gonna be totally different, guys. They already rolling out computers, guys. Robots, I mean, they rolling them robots out, guys. Listen to the OG. They're rolling out the robots already, guys. We got to educate our kids, bro, about technology. You got to, and AI. What time is it? Cause I'm gonna have to get off here and go in the game. Cause I'm not gonna go live in the game because they be playing music and they gonna cut it off anyways. So yeah, what we did was we went over there by the hotel where the team was staying at, guys, and we went and cheered them on as they got on the bus, and they on their way to the stadium, and we left the hotel and came straight to the stadium, guys. And if y'all didn't know, Master P's son is on this basketball team, guys. Master P's son is on this basketball team. See, that's another thing, guys. They talk about everything else, right? But they don't talk about Master P and his kids and how these guys are great basketball players. And one of his sons is on this team at U of H, guys. Most people don't even know Master P played in the NBA, right? Master P went to the University of Houston. Yeah, guys, most people don't know that, and people don't talk about it. But Master P's son is on this team. Square business, guys. Master P's son plays for the University of Houston Cougars. Shout out to Master P. What a great country we live in America, guys. You can be whatever you want to be in America, guys. What a great country we stay in, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. America, bro, is the best country you can live in, guys. Only in America can you come from nothing and become something, bro. But you gotta put the work, you gotta put the work in. You gotta put the work in, guys. Only in America. Don't let them try to tell y'all, guys, that America is going down the drain. That's not true. Don't believe them. As long as you put the work in and do what you're supposed to do and educate your kids and educate yourself and be a productive American and take care of your kids and take care of your family. As long as you do that, guys, that's the most beautiful thing that you can do. Don't listen to them, guys. The people that talk bad about this country, the main ones, they ain't doing nothing, guys. Listen to the OG, they ain't doing nothing, guys. That's why they complaining. Because they don't want to put the work in, guys. They don't. And nor do they want to learn, right? They don't. They don't want to learn. You can't tell them nothing, but they think they know everything. Don't listen to them, guys. I'm telling you, America is the best country to be in, bro. Where else would you rather be but in America? Witnessing all this, what I be doing and I be showing y'all on these vlogs, bro. The Super Bowl, the NCAA Final Four, you know, doing what I love to do, living my life. That's what it is to be an American, guys. Don't let them throw you off, guys. Don't. Because they will, bro. Because that's the thing about people that ain't doing nothing in life. They don't want to see nobody else doing nothing. They don't. Right? So you got to always remember, guys, whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. And you got to use your head. And you got to play the game the way it's supposed to be played in America. Bro, I'm telling y'all, man, in 2025, y'all, listen to the OG in 2025, this is the best time to be an American, guys. In 2025, don't listen to them, man. 2025 is the best time to be an American. 2025 and beyond, right now.
Cannot stand that message.
It's the best time to be an American.
Because they're self-righteous. Because they want to live the life that they want to live. They want to do what is right in their own eyes. They're unwilling to bow the knee and submit.
Telling y'all, man. And right now, it's more negative than positive. It's going on right now. As the words that I used to like to say, out of 10 people, 8 of them are, well, in a certain circle, I'm gonna put it like that. Out of 10 people, 8 of them are Pookie and Ray Rays. I said it. Out of 10, 8 of them are Pookies and Ray Rays. So, what they do is they do this. The 2 that are not Pookie and Ray Rays, they try to talk bad about them. They try to make it seem like they ain't about nothing. But I'm here to tell y'all, if you got a family, if you working, if you got a skill, if you putting the work in and you making moves, guess what I know? You ahead of the game. You ahead of the game, man. You are ahead of the game. But the thing is, like when it comes to 10 people, right? And 8 of them are Pookie and Ray Rays, and 2 of them are not, guess what they gonna do? All 8 of them gonna try to gang up on the 2 and make you feel like you out of place. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a strong mind, if you don't know who you are as a person, bro, you know what I'm saying? You'll be affected, right? And some people, I've seen a lot of people get affected. That's why it matters on the company that you keep. It matters on who you have around you, guys. Because if you hanging around 10 people, guys, and 8 of them are Pookie and Ray Rays, 9 times out of 10, you know I like numbers. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be a Pookie and Ray Ray as well. You might not be a Pookie and Ray Ray when you hang around those guys, but if you keep hanging around them, eventually you'll be a Pookie and a Ray Ray. Why? Because if you want to fit in with them, you think they cool, right? Guess what they're gonna do? They're going to influence you to do what you're not supposed to do in life. Listen to the OG. That's why it's very important that you watch who you hang around, bro. Like me, I'm 50 years old, and I watch who I hang around. I watch who I be around, right? I watch who I be around. Like I'm out here right now. This is an energy influence for me. You know why? Because I'm around like-minded people, guys. We out here at the basketball game supporting our school. Whatever the school might be. It might be Florida. It might be Duke. It might be Auburn. Whatever the case may be. But we're around great energy. And when you're around great energy, guess what happened, guys? Great energy comes back to you. Listen to the OG. When you hang around great energy, you can't help but have good energy. Now just imagine that mostly all these people right here were Pookie and Ray Rays. Guess what'll happen? It'll be a fight. Somebody will start shooting.
A severed relationship. But
look at it is, guys.
It needs to be repaired. And you can believe by faith today.
We got the preacher preaching, right? Nobody's disrespecting the preacher like what we seen in New Orleans. So guys, it's about who you hang around with, guys. You have to hang around positive people, guys. You have to. Listen to the OG. Even if you is positive, you still got to hang around them type of people because it's easy. If you lay down with wolves, if you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas, guys. That's a true statement. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, we ain't perfect, but at the same time, once you get it in your subconscious mind, guys, guess what happens? Once you get it in your subconscious mind that you trying to do right, you're trying to do what's right, you're trying to change your life, guess what happens, guys? What you put in your subconscious mind, it comes into play. That's why you always hear me listening to certain things, bro. I always listen to what I want to become. Because what you put in, who you surround yourself with, guys, that's who you become. You got to surround yourself with great people. You have to surround yourself with great people. So with that being said, guys, I got to go. I'll be back after this, no matter what happens, right? It's all gonna be good. It's all gonna be love. With that being said, this is the one and only Stock Sniper. I love and I appreciate y'all. To the next one, I'm out. With the next one.